Welcome back today. We're diving deep into the world of the British 3-pence coin, a small but powerful piece of history that has grown massively in demand in the auction world. These 6 particular 3-pence coins are turning heads and attracting huge dollar values from collectors across the globe. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who stumbled upon a jar of old coins, this video is your golden chance to discover hidden wealth sitting right in your hands. So let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom 3-pence coin from the year 1943, found in circulated fine condition and known among passionate collectors for its rare copper-plated version. This tiny coin might look modest at first glance, but its value, uniqueness, and historical significance have made it a hot item in the international coin market. So if you've come across a 1943 3-pence in your collection, or if you're simply curious about coins with big dollar value, you're in for a fascinating journey. The 1943 UK 3-pence coin hails from the midst of World War II, a period when the world was gripped by conflict and nations were stretching their resources to the limit. Britain, like many others, had to adapt to economic challenges, and part of this adaptation was reflected in coin production. The 3-pence coin, which had long been a staple of British currency, saw significant changes during this time. Traditionally minted in silver, by the 1930s and early 1940s, the coin transitioned to a 12-sided brass version to save on precious metal resources. However, what makes the 1943 edition stand out is that a select few of these coins are found with a copper-plated finish believed to be either trial pieces or accidental misstrikes, making them highly valuable today. What makes the 1943 3-pence coin especially captivating to collectors is its unique combination of design and metal characteristics. The coin is 12-sided, a bold departure from the standard round shape, and features the crown portcullis design by Madge Kitchener, a symbol of British tradition and governance. On the obverse, you'll find the unmistakable effigy of King George VI, facing left. While most of the 1943 3-pence coins were struck in brass and alloy of copper and zinc, those rare pieces that bear a copper-plated surface exhibit a stunning reddish hue and are instantly recognizable among seasoned numismatists. This surface treatment wasn't officially recorded in mass production, which adds to the mystery and desirability of the copper-plated variants. In terms of rarity, the copper-plated 1943 3-pence coins are exceptionally scarce. While the standard brass versions are commonly found in circulated condition, the copper-plated editions are estimated to exist in very limited quantities, possibly fewer than a dozen known to the public. Their origins remain a topic of scholarly interest, with some theories suggesting they were test pieces produced by the Royal Mint, while others believe they may have been plated post-minting in a controlled or experimental setting. What's certain, however, is that when these rare versions surface at auctions, especially in fine to very fine condition, they command extraordinary attention and intense bidding wars. The circulated fine grade maintains strong visual detail with some signs of wear, which only adds character and confirms its historical journey. As of recent auction trends, the 1943 UK 3-pence copper-plated coin in circulated fine condition has shown a consistent upward trajectory in dollar value. Collectors from the United States, Canada, Australia, and other parts of the world are recognizing its numismatic potential. These coins have fetched anywhere between $15,000 at international auctions, depending on their surface condition, luster, and documentation of authenticity. Some near-mint condition specimens, or coins with verified plating tests, have even pushed beyond the $25,000 mark. The upward trend shows that interest in unique wartime coinage is not only stable, it's growing rapidly. The 1943 3-pence, in this context, is no longer just a coin. It's a piece of preserved history. For collectors, there are a few essential tips to consider when dealing with this extraordinary coin. First, always handle your coin with care, preferably using gloves to avoid further wear or fingerprint contamination. Second, if you believe you possess a copper-plated 1943 3-pence, it's vital to get it professionally tested and graded through reputable services such as NGC or PCGS. Third, hold on to it unless you are getting a very strong offer. The value of rare mid-20th century British coins is rising with increasing interest from younger collectors and global investors alike. Lastly, keep an eye on the international coin markets and auctions to track current trends. Timing your sale or purchase wisely can yield significant financial benefits. The United Kingdom 3-pence coin from 1943, especially the copper-plated variant, is far more than just a relic from wartime Britain. It's a rare and highly desirable numismatic treasure, steeped in historical intrigue, distinctive in appearance, and surging in auction value across global markets. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer inspired by the fascinating world of coins, This small 12-sided piece offers a powerful lesson in how history, rarity, and passion intersect. Next up, the United Kingdom 3 Pence coin from the year 1937. This specific coin, even in circulated condition and copper-plated form, has become a true standout in the global auction scene, drawing significant attention and fetching impressive dollar values from passionate collectors. If you have an old coin jar lying around or a family heirloom passed down through generations, you'll definitely want to check if you're holding this rare treasure, because this coin could turn out to be worth much more than you think. Let's journey back to 1937, a pivotal year in British history. That year marked the beginning of King George VI's reign following the abdication of his brother Edward VIII. In honor of this monumental transition, a new series of coins were introduced, among them the now iconic 1937 brass threepence. It was the very first of its kind to be struck in nickel brass, setting it apart from the silver versions of earlier years. The 1937 threepence was more than just currency. It symbolized a new era, embodying strength, renewal, and continuity of the British monarchy. As such, its cultural and historical significance has only increased over the decades, making it a prized item for collectors all over the world. What truly makes this coin stand out is its unique and revolutionary design. The 1937 threepence features a 12-sided shape, known as a dodecagon, which was radically different from the round coins typically used at the time. This innovative form made the coin easily distinguishable by touch alone, which was incredibly helpful for the visually impaired. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find the charming image of a thrift plant, a symbol of prosperity and growth, while the obverse side proudly bears the portrait of King George VI, impeccably detailed. These artistic and tactile features are a testament to British craftsmanship and design excellence during that era. The rarity and condition of the 1937 threepence coin play a major role in its increasing demand. While many were circulated, finding one today in relatively good shape, especially a copper-plated version, is a true stroke of luck. Over time, many of these coins were withdrawn or lost, making well-preserved examples increasingly hard to come by. Even in circulated condition, these coins attract significant attention because of their vintage appeal, historic value, and distinctive look. A copper-plated 1937 threepence is particularly eye-catching, often standing out in collections due to its unique shine and coloration, which adds further collector appeal. Now, let's talk about what really excites collectors' market value. In the current auction market, a 1937 UK threepence coin in average circulated condition is commanding serious dollar values, especially if it exhibits strong details, retains decent surface quality, or has an attractive copper plating. These coins can fetch anywhere between $25,000 and, in some lucky bidding wars, even higher. In extra fine or uniquely preserved copper-plated specimens, prices have been known to soar upwards of $50,000 or more. The growing interest from both UK and international collectors, particularly from the US, has added fuel to this coin's rising worth. Auction platforms, coin conventions, and online collector groups all reflect a growing appetite for this iconic piece. For collectors interested in securing or preserving a 1937 threepence, here are a few powerful tips. First, always handle your coins with care. Use gloves to avoid adding fingerprints or oils. Store them in acid-free holders or coin capsules to prevent oxidation. When buying, try to get the coin authenticated by a reputable source to ensure originality. Keep an eye on auction platforms like Heritage Auctions, eBay, or Sphinx, where these coins often make appearances with competitive bidding. Networking with other collectors can also open doors to great trades or purchases. And remember, even a circulated piece can become a cornerstone of your collection if it carries historical weight and visual charm. The 1937 UK threepence coin is far more than just small change. It's a powerful symbol of history, monarchy, and artistry. With its distinctive shape, historic background, and steadily growing value, it holds a cherished place in the numismatic world. Whether you already own one or are hoping to find one, this coin represents a golden opportunity for collectors who recognize its true value. Next up, the United Kingdom 3 Pence coin from the year 1941. This particular piece, especially when preserved in very fine condition and showing off a brilliant copper-plated tone, is turning heads in international auctions. Collectors across the globe are eager to get their hands on this small but mighty coin, with its current dollar value surging beyond expectations. Whether you're a veteran numismatist or just someone who found an old coin in the attic, this 1941 threepence might just be your golden ticket. Let's rewind the clock and dive into the historical background of the 1941 threepence. Minted during the heat of World War II, this coin represents more than just currency. It's a silent witness to an era of resilience, unity, and transformation in the British Empire. Britain was facing extreme wartime pressures, and every resource was being optimized for national survival. Amidst the chaos, the Royal Mint continued to produce these vital coins, ensuring commerce and daily life carried on. The 1941 3p was struck in a nickel-brass composition, but over the years, some circulated pieces developed a rare coppery sheen due to natural toning or unique storage conditions, making them even more desirable to collectors today. What sets the 1941 3p apart are its charming and iconic features. The 12-sided shape, also known as a dodecagonal design, was revolutionary at the time and made the coin instantly recognizable by touch alone. The obverse bears the classic crowned portrait of King George VI, symbolizing the continuity of the monarchy through one of history's darkest times. On the reverse, the image of a thrift plant, a coastal flower, symbolizing economy and endurance, adds character and thematic depth to this remarkable coin. When this coin catches the light, especially with a copper-plated luster, it radiates a vintage brilliance that simply can't be ignored. Now let's talk about rarity and collector demand, and trust me, it's impressive. The 1941 3p may have been minted in high numbers, but finding one today in very fine condition with that unique copper tone is truly special. Over the decades, many coins have been worn down or lost altogether, making top-condition specimens increasingly scarce. Add to that the war-era significance and unusual finish, and you've got a high-demand coin with global appeal. Collectors are actively searching for these coins to complete their wartime British sets, and competition at auctions is fierce. The copper tone, often mistaken for a different metal altogether, gives the coin a striking visual edge that makes it stand out in any collection. So how much is this coin worth in today's market? You'll be amazed. In very fine condition with that unmistakable copper plating, the 1941 3p is commanding impressive figures. Recent auctions have seen sales reaching anywhere from $36,000 depending on tone uniformity, strike quality, and overall eye appeal. Coins with exceptional luster and minimal wear have even been known to fetch higher sums, especially when authenticated and graded by professional services. It's no exaggeration to say that this modest-looking coin is punching way above its weight in the numismatic marketplace. For those looking to invest or build their collection, here are a few pro tips. Always inspect the edges of the coin carefully. The 12-sided shape should be clean and sharply defined. Look for coins with an even copper tone across the surface, as patchy or artificial plating can reduce appeal. Original toning that results in a warm, coppery hue is considered highly desirable. When possible, have the coin authenticated and graded by a reputable third-party grading company to ensure maximum value at resale. And lastly, keep your coin in a protective case to preserve its condition, especially if it's already in very fine or better quality. The 1941 United Kingdom 3p is not just a coin. It's a piece of living history, a reflection of wartime Britain, and a shining example of the Royal Mint's craftsmanship. In very fine condition, especially with its unique copper-plated surface, this coin is in hot demand among collectors and investors alike. Its value continues to rise with time, and the auction spotlight is only getting brighter. So, whether you're holding one already or hunting for your first, the 1941 3p is a treasure worth chasing. Next up, the United Kingdom 3p of 1967 in extra fine condition. This seemingly small and humble coin has grown in stature over the years, and in today's rare coin market, it's making big waves, especially among international collectors who are paying significant amounts in dollars at auctions and private sales. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting into the hobby, this is one coin you absolutely need to keep your eyes on. Let's take a moment to understand the fascinating history and background of this brilliant piece of British heritage. The 1967 3p coin was minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, in an era that marked a transitional period in British currency. While decimalization was on the horizon, this coin still belonged to the pre-decimal system, where 12p made a shilling and 20 shillings made a pound. The 1967 issue was one of the last years the traditional brass nickel 3p was mass-produced before the full shift to the decimal system in 1971. This historical positioning makes the 1967 version particularly special. It represents the end of an era and the closing chapter of a coinage tradition that had lasted for generations. What makes the 1967 UK 3p truly unique is its instantly recognizable design and its robust, 12-sided shape, a design introduced in 1937 and cherished ever since. On the obverse side, it features a young Queen Elizabeth II, beautifully detailed and wearing the laureate head. On the reverse, you'll find the iconic portcullis with chains, a powerful symbol of British governance and security, topped with a coronet. The coin is composed of a cupronickel alloy, and some copper-plated versions have surfaced, adding a whole new layer of intrigue and collector demand. In extra fine condition, these features are preserved with striking clarity. The detail on the Queen's portrait, the sharp lines of the portcullis, and the distinct 12-sided edges all stand out sharply, making this coin a true eye-catcher. When it comes to rarity and condition, collectors are laser-focused on coins that offer both historical value and excellent physical preservation. While millions were originally minted, finding a 1967 3p in extra fine condition is becoming significantly rarer each year. Most circulated examples show heavy wear, but coins preserved in top-grade condition have become the holy grail for passionate numismatists. The combination of excellent strike quality, minimal handling, and preserved luster makes extra-fine specimens extremely desirable in today's coin-collecting market. Moreover, the demand for British coins internationally, especially in countries like the USA, Canada, and Australia, has surged, leading to an increase in competitive bidding and rising values. The 1967 3p coin in extra fine condition is currently achieving impressive results at auctions and online collector platforms. Depending on market trends, copper-plated examples or coins with slight die variations can sell anywhere between $55,000 or even higher when presented with proper certification or provenance. Coins in certified slabs from grading agencies like NGC or PCGS are commanding premium prices, especially in top-end collector circles. With the global demand for rare British coins constantly on the rise, the market value of the 1967 3p continues to appreciate, making it a smart addition for both collectors and investors. For those looking to add this treasure to their collection, here are a few important tips. First, always look for coins that exhibit sharp details on both the obverse and reverse sides, with minimal wear or marks. If you're lucky enough to come across a copper-plated version or one with unusual toning, those may carry extra value. Secondly, consider getting the coin professionally graded and encapsulated, as certified coins typically attract higher market attention and resale prices. Finally, keep a close eye on coin auctions, collector forums, and specialized dealers. Opportunities to grab this coin in extra fine condition don't last long due to high demand and limited supply. The 1967 United Kingdom 3p in extra fine condition is far more than just an old coin. It's a symbol of history, design excellence, and enduring value. Its position as one of the last great coins of the pre-decimal era, combined with its unique design and growing rarity, makes it a must-have in any serious coin collection. With auction prices climbing and global demand surging, this little 12-sided gem continues to shine brightly in the world of numismatics. Next up, we are diving into the world of British coinage once again, focusing on a small yet incredibly valuable and historically rich piece. The United Kingdom 3p coin from the year 1962. This is not just any coin. This is a rare gem, especially when found in fine condition, that is becoming a rising star in the global coin auction markets. Stay with us as we explore why the 1962 3p coin is in such high demand and why collectors across the world are willing to pay big dollar values to get their hands on it. Let's begin by going back in time. The British 3p coin, also affectionately known as the threepence, has a deep-rooted legacy in UK currency history. Introduced as far back as the 16th century, it took many forms over the centuries, but the nickel-brass version we focus on today was minted between 1937 and 1970 during the reign of King George VI and later Queen Elizabeth II. The 1962 edition falls right into the golden era of Queen Elizabeth's early reign. It was a time when Britain was modernizing rapidly post-war, yet still holding on to many of its traditions, and this little coin was part of the everyday financial life of millions. But as time passed and decimalization loomed, coins like these began to vanish from circulation, making them increasingly desirable for collectors today. Now let's take a close look at the unique features that make the 1962 3p such a standout coin. It boasts a bold 12-sided shape that gives it an instantly recognizable profile, unlike the round coins most of us are used to. Made from a copper-nickel alloy known as nickel brass, the coin shines with a warm, golden hue that sets it apart. On the obverse side, you'll find the beautiful young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Mary Gillick, a design celebrated for its grace and elegance. The reverse side carries the iconic image of a portcullis with chains, a symbol of British strength and security. The details of this design, even in fine condition, remain sharp and striking, reflecting the superb craftsmanship of the Royal Mint during that period. When it comes to rarity, the 1962 threepence in fine condition is a collector's delight. While many coins were minted that year, few have survived in good enough condition to still display strong detail, a clean rim, and clear features. Coins that have managed to avoid excessive wear, corrosion, or damage are now being actively sought after by collectors and investors alike. In fine condition, this coin shows enough definition to retain its historical and monetary appeal while being accessible enough for rising collectors to pursue. The scarcity of high-grade pieces from 1962 is what's making this coin surge in demand across online platforms and auction houses. Speaking of auctions, let's talk money. And the market is hot. The value of the 1962 3-pence coin has been steadily climbing in the collector's world. In fine condition, this coin can fetch anywhere between $50,000 in today's dollar-based auction markets, and sometimes more depending on the exact grading, toning, and presentation. The market for UK coins has grown internationally, especially among collectors in the United States, Canada, and Australia who appreciate the coin's legacy and unique appearance. With each passing year, fewer of these coins remain in collectible condition, meaning their value is only going up. It's the perfect time to invest or hold on to one if you already own it. If you're a collector, new or experienced, here are a few smart tips to keep in mind when hunting for or preserving a 1962 UK threepence. First, always try to find coins with clear inscriptions, minimal scratches, and well-defined edges. These small details can make a big difference in final value. Store your coins in a dry, cool place using acid-free holders or coin flips to preserve their condition. When purchasing, always consider reputable dealers or trusted auction sites. A certified fine-grade piece can become a centerpiece in any collection, especially if you're building a set of mid-century British coins. The 1962 United Kingdom 3-pence coin is more than just a small piece of change. It is a shining example of British heritage, numismatic artistry, and collectible rarity. Its rising value in global auction markets proves that even modest coins can hold great significance and reward. Whether you are just beginning your collecting journey or you're an expert seeking to complete your collection with a meaningful piece, the 1962 threepence in fine condition is absolutely worth your attention. It holds history in its shape, value in its demand, and beauty in its design, truly a treasure to admire and invest in. Next up, the United Kingdom 3-pence coin from the year 1960, especially in very fine condition. This coin, once a modest part of everyday transactions, is now a hidden gem in the numismatic world and is commanding significant value in the auction market, especially among US and international collectors. If you have one lying in a drawer or tucked away in an old jar, now is the perfect time to give it another look. This small coin might be worth more than you think in real dollars. The story of the 1960 UK threepence begins in a fascinating era of post-war Britain, a time when the country was transitioning into modernity but still clinging to traditional coinage. This coin was part of the brass 12-sided threepence series, which began in 1937 under King George VI and continued with Queen Elizabeth II after her accession to the throne. The 1960 edition proudly features the young bust of Queen Elizabeth II, capturing the early years of her reign, a design that holds immense historical significance today. Not only does it reflect the changing face of the monarchy, but it also represents an important era in British minting, just a few years before the decimalization of the UK currency in 1971. Every detail on this coin tells a story of the past, wrapped in a piece of metal that once passed through the hands of millions. One of the most striking features of the 1963 pence coin is its unmistakable 12-sided shape, which gives it a unique identity among British coinage. Made from a strong and durable nickel brass alloy, this coin not only has a golden-like shine when in fine or very fine condition, but also stands out due to its weight and thickness compared to modern-day coins. The obverse shows Queen Elizabeth II facing right, with the inscription, Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina, while the reverse showcases the image of a stylized Tudor portcullis, a historical symbol associated with the British Parliament. The craftsmanship, combined with the traditional symbolism, makes this coin incredibly attractive to collectors who value aesthetics as much as history. The 1960 threepence coin in very fine condition is increasingly rare and sought after, primarily because of its age and the fact that fewer well-preserved examples are in circulation today. With each passing year, these coins become harder to find in such high-grade condition due to natural wear and the melting down of many brass coins. Collectors around the world, especially from the United States and Canada, are actively hunting for these coins in very fine or better grades because of their limited availability and rising demand. Coin fairs, auctions, and even online marketplaces consistently report strong interest in this particular year and type. The high demand is driven not just by the coin's history, but by its collectability, unique design, and royal association. Now, let's talk about the current market value in dollars. The 1960 United Kingdom 3-pence coin in very fine condition is seeing an impressive surge in its auction performance. In recent months, these coins have been recorded selling for anywhere from $45,000, depending on the presentation, luster, and grading. Some exceptionally well-preserved or professionally graded examples have reached prices over $56,000 in specialized auctions and international coin shows. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that maintain their sharp details, rich color, and solid structure. As time goes on, values are only expected to rise, making this a smart addition to any collector's portfolio. For collectors who are considering adding this coin to their collection, there are a few helpful tips to ensure you make the most of your investment. Always look for coins with minimal scratches and clean edges. These are indicators of higher grading. Coins stored in original cases, capsules, or preserved in dry, airtight containers are far more likely to maintain their condition over time. Try to get your coin professionally graded if you believe it qualifies as very fine or better, a certified grade can significantly boost its resale value. Also, always keep an eye on numismatic auction platforms, where UK coins like the 1960 threepence continue to gain attention from enthusiastic international buyers. Timing is everything when it comes to buying or selling rare coins. The 1960 UK 3-pence coin is more than just a small piece of metal. It's a powerful reminder of British history, royal legacy, and minting excellence. In very fine condition, this coin is not only rare and highly collectible, but also a great asset for anyone looking to invest in historic currency with rising value. Its distinctive design, royal charm, and increasing scarcity in the market make it one of the most desirable lower-denomination coins from mid-20th century Britain. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your coin collecting journey, the 1960 threepence is an exciting and rewarding coin to chase. So, check your old drawers, visit your local coin dealers, or browse the auction platforms. You never know, you might just strike gold with a humble 1960 threepence. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing coin discoveries. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next coin find be a true treasure.